Here's today's First Word Daily Devotion.
Today is January the 5th, and we look further into the flood narrative in Genesis chapter 7 and 8. Just a few things for us to point out today. Here we have the Lord saying to Noah, "Go into the ark, you and all your households." And the reason that Noah gets to go into the ark is because I have seen that you are righteous before me in this generation. But remember this, salvation is by grace alone in every page of the Scriptures. And so we have the reason that Noah found favor. We see the reason that Noah was righteous before me in this generation is confirmed previously in Genesis chapter 6 in verse 8. Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. And then in verse 9, Noah walked with God. And so we have furthermore in Genesis chapter 7 and verse 5, Noah did all that the Lord commanded him. Now notice this, in verse 15, they went into the ark with Noah, 2 and 2 of all flesh, in which there was the breath of life, again pointing us back to that Genesis language, letting us know that God is the one who established life, and in this case, God is the one who's going to take life. And verse 16, all flesh went in as God has commanded him, and the Lord shut him in. Now look at verse 22. Everything on the dry land in whose nostrils was the breath of life died. And then verse 23, only Noah was left, and those who were with him in the ark, and the waters prevailed on the earth 150 days. Then look at the transition that happens in chapter 8 in verse 1, the transition that marks continually marks before us the hope that we have in the Lord. God remembered Noah and all the beasts of the livestock that were with him in the ark. And God made, notice the action, God made a wind blow over the earth, and the waters subsided. So we have here in Genesis chapter 7, we have and 8, we have a continual action of the Lord. The Lord is the one who is judging, as well as the Lord is the one who is accomplishing salvation. And this is going to be a theme that we're going to see repeated through the text, that salvation comes through judgment. And so we're going to see that expressly expressed through the cross. But look what happens here in Genesis chapter 8 and verse 9. Here we have Noah sending out a raven as well as a dove. The dove found no place to set the foot, for she returned to him to the ark, for the waters were still on the face of the whole earth. And then look what happens here in verse 12. Then he waited another 7 days and sent forth the dove, and it didn't return to him any longer. Now look overhead to the next reading, Matthew chapter 3. I want you to notice something. Here we have the dove of Noah's ark, and here we have Jesus' baptism. And guess what shows up? Well, let's just read it. Jesus was baptized, verse 16. Immediately he went up from the water, and behold, the heavens were opened to him, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove, coming to rest on him. And behold, a voice from heaven said, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." Here's what we're supposed to learn from this. We're supposed to learn that the flesh of Jesus is the ark of salvation. We are sealed by the Spirit, and we are in Him. Since we are in Him, our salvation is secure. And this is confirmed again in Psalm 5. Look over. Let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them ever sing for joy, and spread your protection over them, that those who love your name may exult in you.